Hey, 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 welcome to the attic. This deck is budget and it wins. Let's check it out. Okay, mono blue tempo budget version. We have 2 Faceless Havens, 1 Brazen Borrower, and 1 Ledger Shredder. So 3 rares, 1 mythic. That is it. Everything else is common or uncommon here. And you'll probably be familiar with some of these cards. They were popular in their day in Standard. And there's some shells in Pioneer already that use a lot of these cards. So let's take a look here real quick. Consider this is just our 1 mana cantrip, but it could be very good. Curious Obsession, we like to pop this on a flyer and then protect it with Slip Out the Back or with Siren Storm Tamer. We got our Spectral Sailors, another flash flyer with some value. You can also pay to draw cards with it. Really excellent uncommon. Spell Pierce, we're running 4 of these, 4 of these puppies, common. You probably got some maybe from Kamigawa already. Just craft them up if you don't and pop them in. They're very useful, usually a sideboard card, but we're going to use that to protect our flying creatures with Curious Obsession on them. We've also got 3 Brineborn Cutthroats, 1 Ledger Shredder. You could, depending on how many Ledger Shredders or rare wild cards you want to spend, you could mix it up. But we're just showing how Ledger Shredder can kind of fit in this deck, and you will see that in the games. Disdainful Stroke to deal with Winota and other big spells in the format. You could also probably switch that out for some other kind of counterspell. Essence Capture if you're seeing more creatures, etc. Lofty Denial. This is a definite 4 of. You can see we've got flyers, flyer, flyer, flyer. We've got plenty of flyers. This ends up being pretty much 2 mana counter anything for most of the game. If we get really deep in the late game and they just got 4 mana sitting around, that's not good because we're trying to win pretty fast. And then, of course, Divide by Zero is legal in Explorer/Pioneer, so you can play that. And I'm playing 4 of that, and we don't use any of the rare lessons. We're just using Mercurial Transformation, 2 Environmental Sciences, 2 Expanded Anatomies, 1 Intro to Prophecy, 1 Intro to Annihilation. If you've got the Mascot Exhibition at Mythic, or that you want to spend a wild card on that, I highly recommend that. Mana base, the 2 Faceless Havens, 21 snow-covered lands. They're just snow-covered lands to run Faceless Haven. You could run that Snow Spirit that pumps up too as another 1-drop if you've got it, but that is a rare. And that is pretty much the deck. Brazen Borrower, 1 of, fun of. Get up to 4 whopping rares or mythic rares. All right, let's take a look at the deck. You're not going to believe how well this deck performs. Come on. Hey, 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 before we get to the gameplay, I just want to say that super shout out to everyone who has subscribed to the channel already. That's really huge for me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, but you love Magic content, all kinds of Arena content, and you want to encourage me to make more of it, subscribing is a great and free way for you to do that. And I promise you, I will give you more of what you like. Definitely leave comments and let me know what you like and what you don't like. And I will try to be putting out more videos and more things that you like. And try to get to 1,000 subscribers. I gave away a bunch of cards and packs and things when I got to 100 subscribers. So let's try and do the same thing when we get to 1,000. And again, super thanks to everyone who is already subscribed and supporting the channel. Really love it. All right, now to the gameplay. Up against Arete. Greek for, what is it, courage? Virtue, Arete. Some untranslatable concept. Right, we actually got a creature in hand here. Last turn. Okay, looks like a mirror match. Essence Capture? No? Alright, we landed it. Let's see if we can land this. This will be sad if they have the merfolk. Find one cutthroat there. Could be worse. Very much a mirror match. You get to see one of these decks win here. Unfortunately, Spell Pierce doesn't really protect very well. Thinking of using a bounce spell, maybe? Flip out the back. On my own guy? Sure. Find one cutthroat, sure. We can just bounce one of their Brineborns. They've used up a slipped out the back. Oh, Kubia's Obsession. Or we could bounce that guy. We could double Spell Pierce it. We do take a big hit. Disdainful Stroke is not looking good against this deck. A little sideboard. Artes. 1512. Born on the 12th of December. Curious Obsession. We do that. Don't do much else. I think we'll just block with our Spectral Sailor. We'll plan to. If we want. Gain some life. Ooh, Lofty Denial is good. Use that to hit their Brineborn coming down here. Bury the Mander. On the 6. Back to your hand with you. Ooh, Ledger Shredder, you're a little late to the party, Ledger Shredder. Turn. Maybe we should have divided that by 0 just to connive with the Ledger Shredder? I don't know. Ooh. Or they'll just give us a connive trigger anyway. Resolve. Need that land. Yeah, I don't think Disdainful Stroke hits anything in their deck. Banded Anatomy ought to help us close out the game. Air Power. Good game. Ba-ba-boom. Victory! It's a hand. Oh, they're coming hot out of the gate. We got Ledger Shredder though. That's the turn. Consider. Yeah, I'll draw another land. Huh. Spell Pierce is very tempting. They're green-white. So they could cast Winota next turn. But then they don't get to attack with anything, so I think we're fine. Oh, Abzan. Stone Coil Serpent. Block that opponent. We played the Faceless Haven prematurely. Nice to hold up, flip out the back, Spell Pierce, and Lofty Denial. Chamber Sentry. Well, it's weird they're playing all these X things. It's clearly something that's gonna like loop from the graveyard. They maybe should not have let that resolve. Lose an island, maybe? Enter. Corpse Knight, yeah, so some kind of infinite loop thing. I'll go ahead and stop the Corpse Knight. I think that's the main part of the combo. Hit you for 3, draw 2 cards. Ready to play the land? We have a sneaky blocker here. Docking in. Uh-huh. Deny. Deny, deny, deny. Kill one of these. Take a cut through it so the chamber sentry can't shoot my guys down. Curios, obsessions. And then I bounce something. Actually, wait, is this just lethal? That's just lethal. Good game. Budget magic time. And the living's easy. Mono blue. Flashy. Aggro-y. Good stuff. Opponent. Very, very slow. Okay, opponent's back, I think. Or they just timed out. Find out. We're on the road to find out. Arthur, USCG. United States computer generated? United States Korean Gore? USCG. What did that stand for? Evolving Wilds. And concede. Okay. Well, I think they saw the superiority of our deck. Up against Phoenix. Or is that Phoenix? Fennec Shand. In the Mandalorian universe. 1, a 2, and a 3. Opponent. Green mana, Llanowar. Could be elves. Could be elves. That could be... Elves could be trouble. Do we go for the Ledger Shredder this turn? Hopes that they're going to double spell. Or we could just cast an Elf Lord that we wish we had been able to counterspell. Otherwise, we'll hold this for Coco. Oh, okay. Well, Fable the Mirror Breaker. It is... Winota. You know what? We're going to be ready for Winota. Whatever they play. Blossoming Sands? It is budget Winota. Guess I may as well bounce this now. They got their treasure out of it. Once they played the land. Collections of the Kikadrik. Sika's Chariot. Guess we divide by 0 first. Can't double spell. We expanded an enemy just to start getting ahead in this game. Oh, Curious Obsession number 2. Good. Spell Pierce, that's good. And Brineborn. Okay, feeling pretty good now. There's Winota. Adios. Maybe we should have Brineborn first, I guess. Oops. Hey, and there's the concede. Beating the A-level decks with our budget brew up against Muxin with our budget mono blue deck. Here an Explorer. No creatures. This we'll consider for 1. If we may. Look, it could be the aggro deck. Huh. Well, 3rd land would be good. Oh, we got it anyway. Start dividing by 0. Of course, this is what happens to me when I aim to show you an aggro deck. Oh, it's a Jeskai deck of some sort? Or Chromatic Lantern? No. You're up to 5 color shenanigans, and I don't like it. Blood Sun. We'll just take this opportunity to draw a card, thank you. None of these are creatures. Introduction to Prophecy might help us draw into some creatures. We just keep getting lands. Well, Spell Pierce looks like it could actually be useful. We'd like Brineborn. I guess if they don't give us anything to Spell Pierce with this Spell Pierce, then we will Brineborn. And yet they did. Now they're wishing they'd played that land first. Dryad's Revival. Oh. Interesting card. Why don't you put it back in your hand? We will go get Bandit and Animal, I guess? Plays a land. Got double protection for the Brineborn Cutthroat. Sacred Fire. Yeah, let's Spell Pierce that. We don't know how many more chances we'll get for Spell Pierce to be good. We can help get that out of range. Any more Sacred Fires. End the turn. What is opponent's deck? 5-color madness. And revival. Who knows what they need this Blood Sun to do? Play a Lotus Field? Like, we've already got tons of mana on it. Scared. They're Lotus Field decks in Pioneer, but I don't think they have the pieces for this. I mean, maybe they're just going to play something huge here? Lich's Mastery. Okay. So it's a chance for glory thing? How many chance for glories do they have? MEO.
Much from my ancestors.
Sacred Fire to face, sure. Oh, but lets him draw that many cards? Well, nothing I can do about that. Okay, let's hope that they stop their extra turns here. Kaya's Wrath. We shall slip out the back. A hilarious deck. Okay, name Chance for Glory. Let's hope they don't hit it. What? Oh no, they didn't hit it? Okay. We can still draw a ton of cards. Sacred Fires. Instant speed. Oh, they're gonna Mastermind for it. That last card was Mastermind. Okay. I think we get the picture. Well, can we see if they peter out? Making them sacrifice 8 permanents is going to be pretty hilarious. What cards they got there? 34. I guess next time we play this deck, we'll know to hold back all our counterspells for Lich's Mastery. Blood Sun was not the key. Mastermind, get that Chance for Glory again. Oh, Mirari Conjecture, sure. Okay. Playing solitaire. They do have the ZZZ option if you get the other emotes. Wish it came with a ZZZ. Okay. Mastermind again. Please tell me whatever you got just wins the game right now. 18 damage to face. Dryad survival. They got all 4 Lotus Fields. That's a lot of mana. Man, I would love... maybe I should be running some Field of Ruins in my mana base. Torment of Hailfire. There it is. Alright. Hilarious. Okay. Going for 5 in a row. I don't know if we try to consider here or if we just save the considers for once we got the cutthroat down. The Ruli Caretaker. No idea what deck that goes in. Tap walls for mana. No Spell Pierce is going to be any good. Inful Stroke might come in handy. Wall of Runes. Okay. We need to get stuff. We need to get some lofty denials to counter whatever is going to turn all these walls into. More. Not fly over the walls. And how do we just get this on there? Glacial Fortress, High Alert. Spell Pierce. Try and find another counterspell. Flip out the back. They don't seem to. Oh, okay. Guess High Alert was what they were counting on. Okay, so here's my proof. The deck went 5-1. I ordered the matches a little differently. I lost the very first match, but then got 5 straight wins here for an 83% win rate and 100% on the draw, which is pretty incredible. Don't expect that to be, you know, your win rate over a lot of games, but certainly proof that this deck can compete at pretty high level here in Explorer. So there it is. That is great performance from the deck. You know, consider you could probably replace with creatures maybe. I'm cobbling together the pirates. I think Lofty Denial was a big superstar. I guess the question is Disdainful Stroke good, or would you just rather have Negate there? Or Essence Capture, something that will stop creature spells. Definitely want to be able to stop Winota when you can. And maybe go down on the Divide by Zeros. If you have them, you could go up on Brazen Borrowers and up on Faceless Havens. But this overall structure is just very strong. Up on Ledger Shredders if you like. And really cool to see it, see a deck with so few rares, so perform so excellently. So, anyways, I will put the deck list in the description. If I haven't put it in there yet, or a link to it yet, leave a comment. Remind me to do that, and remind me to add chapter breaks and all those good things to this, because I am excited to post it, and we'll try to get it up right away and share with you what I've discovered about a budget deck in Explorer. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Manadad. Remember, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.